Hello and welcome to the very first Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue award ceremony that we are hosting here from Stockholm. My name is Aline Meyer and I'm going to be the host of the evening. And this was the very first Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue competition we hosted here in the CBSS Secretariat under the motto, "Let's create a sustainable future together." We hope you all enjoy being part of it, and we are really glad that we will now finalize it with this award ceremony. As said, it's the first of its kind in a very special year, and we had 1 month where you could contribute to this competition, and you did it numerously. Thank you so much for it. I first would like to introduce you to the team behind the scenes who worked hard to make it possible. We first planned to have a seminar up somewhere in our region, but we couldn't do that. But then we changed it to this great competition that was open from the 26th of October until the 30th of November. The team that worked so hard behind the scenes is coming here now, actually. This is my colleague, Karina Williams, the Senior Advisor for Regional Identity at the CBSS Secretariat in Stockholm. Then we have Ebba Eriksson and Marina Wikström, two of our interns here at the CBSS Secretariat, who helped us with all the visuals and a lot of other things in the background, and who are now going to be the technical support also for tonight and giving all our content on the social media. You can follow us actually on the Secretariat and on Baltic Sea Youth platform. Thank you so much for your hard work. We also had a coordinator from Lithuania, Manvydas Džiugis, who is not here on stage, but who was helping us greatly in organizing this competition. Next, and first of all, we're going to listen to some welcome speeches by people representing organizations who were an important part of this competition. Without them, we couldn't have done it. First, Mr. Virginijus Sinkevičius, the EU Commissioner for Environment, Oceans and Fisheries, and a resident of our Baltic Sea region. Please listen to his words first. Enjoy.
Hi everyone. I hope you are all healthy and doing well. I'm glad that even during these challenging times, you are willing to use your creativity to tell the story, to deliver a change. Especially that the Baltic Sea and this region is in your focus. I must admit that I have a soft spot for this sea, as it's the one I know best. At the Commission, we always give the broadest overview possible. We'll look for the global picture and treat all our seas the same. But it's still the one closest to my heart. However, a sea which is a glue of our region is beset by problems. The Baltic Sea is at a very poor state overall. While some elements have been improving, the cumulative pressures remain unsustainable. The major one is eutrophication. As you probably don't deal with eutrophication on a daily basis, I'll shortly explain what is this process about. It's when algae starts to grow too fast and take over the sea, because there are too many nutrients present in the water. According to the latest assessment, almost the whole sea, 97%, is affected by eutrophication. The large dead zones on the seabed have increased 10 times in the past 100 years. Most of these nutrients come from agriculture. The rest come from wastewater and sewage that hasn't received adequate treatment. The other pressures come from unsustainable fishing practices, marine litter, and dumping of contaminants. All these pressures together complicate the picture a lot. As I said, there are some positive trends, mainly coming from EU law that aims to protect the marine environment. It shows that the legislation does work and does have the potential to turn things around. but new efforts are needed to make sure the legislation is working in practice. These efforts must be coordinated and agreed by all countries of the Baltic region. That's why on 28th of September, I called the Our Baltic Conference to tackle these issues together. This was the first event of its kind. For the first time, we brought together the EU Ministers of Agriculture, Fisheries, and the Environment from around the Baltic, with a view to agreeing a joint political declaration. It happened. We have shared commitment to boost efforts to reduce the key pressures and finally bring the Baltic Sea back to good environmental status. Let's have a quick look at some of the key areas. On eutrophication, we agreed to address all nutrient inputs with all the means at our disposal, prioritizing pollution from agriculture. Ministers also committed to fully implement rules on reducing nitrogen emissions from shipping and to look at emerging contaminants such as pharmaceuticals. On fisheries, ministers agreed to aim for a blue economy that is environmentally sustainable and productive. There is so much more to do in this area, but the first step was taken very fast. Already in October, the Baltic Sea Ministers of Fisheries agreed on 2021 fishing opportunities that brings a hope to the Baltic Sea and its fishermen and women. On the marine litter, ministers committed to fully implement the directive on single-use plastics and to comply with packaging and packaging waste rules under EU law. As so often, the issue isn't an absence of legislation. The problem is implementation on the ground. That's why the declaration foresees a monitoring mechanism for checking up on the commitments at regular intervals with reports to be made accessible to the public. So each of you could be a watchdog on our progress, saving something that belongs to each of us. Of course, I should warn you that patience will be needed. Nothing will change quickly. Major changes like this won't happen as an overnight miracle. But we have set an important process in motion, and it will be an ongoing process that allows to keep checking on how things are working in practice. Nevertheless, we must understand that sea is not only a policy, sea is a story. By saving ecosystems of the Baltic Sea, we protect people's quality of life, we protect jobs, we safeguard the livelihoods that keep families together. It is behind all the policies that is a real story of the Baltic Sea and Baltic region. I'm glad that all of you want to be authors. The ones who want to save the Baltic Sea for future generations. The ones who are eager to tackle other challenges of our regions. The more of us are involved, the better. And you know what? Even if you're not nominated for prizes, it's not the point. The future of the Baltic Sea and this region is a real gold medal, and you are all paving the way to it. I'm thankful to all of you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Sinkiewicz. I think these were really inspiring words for all of us, and we should really tackle these issues of our sea and our region together. That was the big topic of our competition as well. Next up, we will have a welcome address by the German ambassador to Sweden, Dr. Anna Prinz. We've been very happy to see that the German embassy is funding the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue also this year. It has been doing it for several years since 2014. And also in these times, they wanted us at the CBSS Secretariat to organize a meaningful event for all young people in our region. And I hope we did do what they asked us to do. So thank you very much, and please listen to Dr. Anna Prinz, the ambassador of Germany to Sweden.
A very warm welcome to all participants of this year's Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue. We are very pleased that this can happen despite Corona, and that we had more than 51 submissions in various fields, and the competitors are here to present the results. This is a very good result of cooperation in the Baltic Sea area, which has started in 2014. And in 2016, Germany became one of the main financial contributors. And we are very proud to do so, because today it's even more important to cooperate. If you look back at the Hanse time, the Baltic Sea area was one of the main economic and cultural driver of innovation in Europe, and was very strong and very advanced, giving a lot of freedom, also political freedom, to all neighbors in this region. And a lot of competition made it possible to unite also with the best products in the area. But today, of course, the cultural cooperation is so important too. We have, of course, the European Union cooperation, and most of the states surrounding the Baltic Sea are members. But that's why it's even more important if we think about the youth dialogue and the next generation EU efforts, which will unite the generation, and it has to create a Europe maybe with CO2-free emissions, maybe with complete different technologies. And we have to talk with you, all the neighbors around the Baltic Sea, because you can't be divided anymore by history or by boundaries. We know that you are united, and it's the Baltic Sea that unites you, and that no artificial boundary can disunite you. So in this respect, keep the dialogue going, be it in culture, be it in art. Please join hands to create the next generation EU, next generation Baltic Sea, next generation with a great, great future for all and a sustainable economy. I hope you will succeed. My best wishes, and I hope that you will have a nice time competing, but mostly cooperating. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Dr. Prinz. And next, we'll have a presentation, a short address by the Director General of the Council of the Baltic Sea State Secretariat. So actually my boss here as well, who's representing 11 member states all around the Baltic Sea. And we welcome you on stage. It's actually a live broadcasted speech, Mr. Grzegorz Poznanski.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me, Alina, and everyone. Welcome. It's very good to host you in the CBSS, at least in this virtual form. I must say that there is really not much to add after the Mr. Commissioner and Madam Ambassador, but allow me to thank first and foremost our fantastic CBSS team, who worked really hard to make this event happen in this very special pandemic time. Secondly, I would like to thank co-organizers and co-sponsors of this event, German Ministry of Foreign Affairs and especially German Embassy in Sweden was already mentioned as our longtime sponsor of the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue projects. But I would like to thank especially our colleagues from the great project that is the Baltic Sea Youth Platform, our great project to empower and include youth, young people all around the region to the activities and decision-making on the most important issues for the future of the Baltic Sea region, for our future. But the most I would like to thank all the participants who came up with a really great, artistically and innovative projects and works. Your works show a lot of enthusiasm and invention, and they are clear proof that we are having a bright future in front of us. So thank you all participants in this competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Grzegorz, for these really nice and encouraging words. A big thank you to all three institutions for making it possible and engaging in empowering young people in our region. This makes it possible to create a sustainable future for all of us. And now we're heading to the first cultural contribution of the evening. We would like to show you a short video of the Lithuanian National Opera and Ballet, represented by Jonas Sakalauskas and supported by a string quartet. They will perform the piece It Didn't Necessarily So from the George Gershwin opera Porgy and Bess. Enjoy it.
Dear participants and organizers of the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue competition, I am Jonas Sakalauskas, the General Manager of the Lithuanian National Opera and Ballet Theatre. Together with all the theatre community, I wish you health in this very difficult time. Be safe and always have hope. Good luck to every contestant. Let the music warm up your hearts and souls. It ain't necessarily so. The things that are liable to read in a Bible, but ain't necessarily so. Little David, the small but a mind, he fought big Goliath who lay down and died. Little David, the small but a mind. Wadu, Zimbabwe, Hodolodovada, Skadiwa, yeah. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the well, for he made his home in that fish's abdomen. Oh, Jonah, he lived in the well. Little Moses was found in a stream. He floated on water till old Pharaoh's daughter, she fished him, she says, from that stream. Wadu, Zimbabwe, Hodolodovada, Skadiwa, yeah. Well, it ain't necessarily so. They tell all you children the devils are willing, it ain't necessarily so. To get into heavens, don't snap for a seventh, live clean, don't have no fool. Now look at me, how I take that gospel whenever it's possible, but with a grain of salt. Methuselah lived 900 years, but who called a living to know Galil giving to no man what's 900 years? I'm preaching this sermon to show it's ain't necessarily so.
Wasn't that beautiful? It ain't necessarily so from Pooji and Beth. And next up, we will shortly introduce to you one of the projects that has already been mentioned by the Director General, the Baltic Sea Youth Platform. As we've seen so many young people engaging in this competition, we would like to offer you a possibility to stay active for a long time. And we would like to show you what young people already did in the region during this past year, since the project is running here in the CBSS Secretariat. Therefore, I would like to welcome the Senior Advisor for Regional Identity here at the CBSS Secretariat to present to you the Baltic Sea Youth Platform.
Thank you, Aline. It's my pleasure to present this great project to you. And as Aline already said, and also our boss, Mr. Poznansky, just said, this is something like a bigger project. It's an umbrella project, one could say, about many different youth activities going on in the Baltic Sea region. And I know that we're now really challenging your patience, because of course we understand that you want to know who is going to be winning these competitions. But allow me just some minutes to present to you what we have been doing and what we are planning to do. So I'm just waiting for you to see my slides. Just a minute. The colleagues are sharing the screen. It will work in a second. No stress. I can also just start talking about the Baltic Sea Youth Platform without the slides. And at some point they will definitely appear. So the Baltic Sea Youth Platform is as I said already, a bigger project that is actually a youth-driven project. The youth itself in the Baltic Sea region has demanded this kind of a more institutionalized and more strategic work in a bigger framework. And since about a year, we have been developing this project idea at the CBSS. We wanted to give all of our organizations in the region the floor to make a more strategic approach to their youth work. And in February this year, we launched the project, which is funded by the Erasmus Plus program. Now the slides appeared. Thank you so much. You can already go into the first. Yes, thank you. So the Baltic Sea Youth Platform is financed by the Erasmus Plus funding tool, and it strives to empower young people to take part in decision-making on all levels in the Baltic Sea region. And as already mentioned, it was initiated by young visionaries in our region. So it's not a project that was developed by senior officials at the CBSS, but it really came from the youth itself. As you can see, the Council of the Baltic Sea States is not alone in this endeavor. We have many really good partners in the region. We have the BSSC, which is the Baltic Sea Substates Regional Cooperation. We have Euroregion Baltic. We have the Union of the Baltic Cities on board. We have the Erasmus Student Network in Finland on board, and we have LIOT, which is the Lithuanian Youth Council, on board. But even so, these are our main strategic partners. We have far more partners, as you can see, in this project, and they are the so-called associated partners. So we have all our sister councils, for example, on board, the Arctic Council, the Barents Euro-Arctic Council, the Nordic Council of Ministers. We have several national organizations on board. We have also regional organizations on board, and even on the local level, there's youth engaged in this youth platform. Our main aims is to create a systematic and overarching involvement of youth. Youth shall be part of decision-making on all levels in our Baltic Sea region. We want to connect and boost youth organizations' activities. We want to give innovative projects and alliances a platform. And we want to also enhance this work by working together with our strong partners. And of course, we also want to educate youth on various levels. Youth will learn how to make political contributions, will be empowered to make political contributions through our youth platform. And this year was, as you probably have seen, the first year that we were active, and we of course managed to just start this project basically at the same time this pandemic started. So we had many online events throughout the whole year, and one of them was the so-called Baltic Sea Youth Camp, which was also held online this year. And this is an event where we try to engage young people into developing their own ideas, their own views on what is going on in the region and what is going on, especially in this case, in the EU Baltic Sea region strategy, or the EU strategy for the Baltic Sea region. And to this end, the young people came up with a really great youth declaration. You can find this on our website if you're interested to read more details about it. It's quite a lengthy document, but you can also find of course a summary on that. And this is a contribution that the youth has made to the so-called annual forum of the youth strategy for the Baltic Sea region. So this is the youth political input to this work. Now, if you have asked yourself, well, how can I engage myself in this? There are several different possibilities that you can choose. We have working groups. As you can see on the screen, we have a working group on advocacy, where the main topic is political outreach. How can we better approach the decision makers in the region? We have a power box working group where we work on toolkits and guidelines for young people, how to engage in regional cooperation. We also have a working group on research, on culture and cities, on communication, and on IT questions. So there are several topics that can be addressed, and where you can anytime contact us and be part of these working groups. And there is also, of course, always a scope for other topics in our youth platform. So this is just a set of ideas we have, and where there's already some activity going on. But if you have other ideas, please approach us. There's always the possibility to add some working groups to this. We also, of course, have a digital platform we work on. And as now, for the time being, we are working with a sort of a, one could still say kind of a 2.0 version of the platform Actor. It's still in process. It's still being developed. And here we are already present as a Baltic Sea youth platform. So if you want to check that out, then go on actor.global. And there you can find also our entries and this is a platform which connects all kinds of different organizations and movements in basically the EU, the whole world, and in our case, the Baltic Sea region, of course. We have received quite high political recognition. So this year, at the ministerial meeting of the Council of the Baltic Sea States, most of, or almost, one could say, all of the foreign ministers that were present at this meeting actually stated that the youth platform is extremely important, and that's something that the member states of the Council of the Baltic Sea States want to further support and institutionalize maybe in the end. So the Lithuanian Minister of Foreign Affairs, that you can see here on the screen, said, let's strengthen the youth platform. We need to get the young generation more engaged. Academic mobility, networking, joint projects and communication, all this will help building regional identity. And this is the former Lithuanian foreign minister, by the way. There has been an election in between. Nevertheless, Lithuania is at the moment the presidency of the Council of the Baltic States, and I can assure you that also the new foreign minister is of the same opinion, that the youth work has to be strengthened. So I'm coming to an end. The suspense is rising. We're coming to the jury soon. Don't worry. So here you can just see our contacts, our social media. If you're interested in engaging in the Baltic Sea Youth Platform, go via these channels, go to our website, contact us directly, and you will always receive an answer. On the last screen, you can also see our names and our contacts. Please get in contact. We would be happy to welcome you to our work, and we hope you have a great evening. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Karina, for this short introduction of a project that is very close to my heart as well. And if you have any questions, really just approach us. You can also write into the chat. There is a Q&A open for you, and we will answer the questions right away. And of course, if you want to engage further, please just contact us, and we will tell you more about everything that is going on in the youth work in our region. So, and now you've been waiting for this moment probably, and we are a little bit ahead of time, but that doesn't matter at all, I guess, to any of you, because you want to hear who is the winner of our 2020 Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue. Let's create a sustainable future together competition. And well, we are heading there now. But first of all, some technical notes. If you are announced as a winner and you want to be seen on stage, you want to tell a little bit about what you have written, what you have done, your poster, or what project you want to implement in the region, please just click on raise your hand, and my wonderful colleagues will admit you to the stage. We won't do that without your permission, so don't worry, you're not gonna be on stage just because you're here. No, we really don't only do that if you want us to do it, so please raise your hand if you're one of the 3 winners, and then you can either interact with the jury or with me afterwards shortly. First of all, we would like to show you some small statistics about the submissions we received. We received quite numerous ones, and we were really impressed by all the submissions. So if you can see, we had overall 51 submissions by 52 participants. And now it's vanishing again, but that's totally normal. It's like an online event, and that's not a problem at all. We'll see if we can do it, but otherwise I'll let you know that we had 13 countries represented. So all the CBSS member states, except for unfortunately Norway, but we will try better if we do this competition next time. We will really promote it in Norway. Otherwise, we also had submissions from CBSS observer states, which was really nice, and some people who are actually coming from the region but now living abroad and still wanted to participate in this competition, which is really great. And I want to thank you all for your submissions. The entries we received were great. We really enjoyed it. We enjoyed viewing them, and also I can tell you all the jury members were really impressed by what you did, but they will tell you more about that later, so I'm not going to take anything from them at the moment. The average age of participants was 24 years old, so exactly the kind of middle that we wanted. We admitted everyone between 18 and 30 years old, so great. And then we had the top 3 countries represented. So the most submissions were received from Poland, then Germany and Latvia. And there were some differences in the competition, so we will see if we do it another time. We will definitely need you to share the information and to advertise it within your country if it's not mentioned there yet, because we would really be happy to mention your country here as well. And now I'm not going to take much more time here, and I'm not going to bore you with much more information about what we did, but you will now get to know our jury. First of all, the jury of the poster competition. We had 3 jury members in this competition. One was Ruta Stepanovaite, the director of the Kaunas Artist House in Lithuania. Second one is David Schilter, a comic book publisher of the Kush comics in Latvia. And then Arūnas Gilunas, the director of the Lithuanian National Museum of Art in Lithuania. So welcome on stage, and we are really looking forward to hear who won the poster competition. Thank you. Okay. Please, Arūnas, you can announce the third prize of the Youth Dialogue 2020 competition in the category of poster.
Hello, everyone. My name is Arūnas. I'm Lithuanian jury member, and we have chosen 3 superb posters, and we have decided to say one sentence or a couple of sentences about each poster, because we had different favorite posters, and they all ended in the top 3 positions. So number 1 poster will be presented by Ruta. Please, Ruta, welcome.
Okay, thank you, dear Arūnas. It's always really very thrilling to announce the top winner of the contest. And today this very pleasant duty is assigned to me. So first of all, I should say that the overall process of decision making was really very constructive, and as we had a very helpful evaluation criteria that we relied on by taking the final decision. So let me firstly introduce the evaluation criteria. So the first one was the interpretation and the clarity of the Baltic Sea region theme. Also the creativity and the originality of the depicted theme, artistic quality, and the overall impression of the art. So actually the artwork of the winner of the first place in the poster category once again, I think, indicated that the process of developing and sustaining Baltic Sea region is sometimes very challenging, but really vibrant and process, and moreover it becomes very powerful when co-created. And so the overall clarity of the Baltic Sea region theme in the poster was obvious, and the artistic expression really corresponds to the target audiences. Young people, nevertheless, it is obviously interesting for the viewers of any age because of the detailed graphic expression, and also the composition could be really successfully adapted to and would look really great in any formats. So our really very sincere congratulations goes to Gusta Margiūnaitė and her poster suggesting on creating future together. So I hope the CBSS team would show us the poster, maybe just let us all see the winner of the first place.
We will show it all afterwards. You don't mind.
I'm sorry, I did not really hear it well.
We will show all the posters afterwards when you announce them.
Okay, thank you so much. So then I give the floor to David, who will announce the second winner.
Okay, hello, thank you. I'm David, I'm based in Latvia here representing the jury, and I'm really happy to announce the winner of the second place. It convinced us as the jury with its very beautiful and professional artwork, and actually even that it doesn't have any text in the poster, as you will see. It has a really strong message. And it shows in a really nice way how the youth and actually everyone can have a great positive impact on the sea and on the whole Baltic region. And so, yeah, second place goes to Greta Ratsevich-Jute, and it will be, I have an offline version. So congratulations to Greta, great work. And yeah, I guess I give the word to Arunas to announce the third place of our competition from the poster selection.
Thank you very much, David. As Ruth already said, we had a very enjoyable and rich discussion concerning all the entries, all the 10 posters we received, and it was really difficult which one is the top one or second or third. All the posters in a way were very creative and very addressed urgent problems. And now I have the pleasure to announce the winner of the third place, which could easily be the first or the second, but we had a consensus. We decided that it's really among three strongest, and it has a very powerful message of pointing our attention in the direction of an endangered life form, harbor porpoises, which is a little dolphin which is nearly extinct now in the Baltic Sea. So in this way, in this case of the poster which says, "Would you care more?" and you see the teacup or coffee cup held in hands, and you see this little creature, the little dolphin in the teacup, as if saying, take this problem into your own hands and protect the harbor porpoise, the little dolphin. So we thought it's a very urgent problem, and awareness raising done by this poster is a very important thing to do. And in this case, youth cooperation is being encouraged by pointing our friends' attention to the very, very urgent problem, the endangered life form and nearly extinct little dolphins. So the third prize goes to Anya Wojciuk. I hope I'm pronouncing the name well, and really congratulations on this very successful project. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all three winners. We've also printed all your posters. As you can see, this is the first one, and we're now going to show you the first three winners of the poster competition, part of the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue 2020 competition. And congratulations to all three winners from all around the Baltic Sea. As you see, we are really, really happy, and also to all those who did not win. Like, it was a really tough race, and there were so many good contributions. So you will have another chance, and we hope you will take part in the next one. So here you can see the first prize, Create a Future Together. This is the second prize. One win the second prize, and here you can see the third winner of the poster competition in the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue 2020. Congratulations to all the three winners, and you will all be informed via mail by us tomorrow, and then you can choose your prizes. Congratulations. And next up, we're gonna have the essay competition. So we have also three jury members in it. The first one is Isabel Hölzl, Director of the Goethe Institute Finland. Second jury member is Rein Raud, an author and philosopher from Estonia. And the third one is Arndis Thorasvinsdottir, an author from Iceland. And I think Arndis is with us and gonna present the prizes, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, welcome on stage. Okay, then I just hear that Isabel is there, so please, Isabel, you have the word.
Yes, hello. Yes, I'm missing Arndis, but eventually there's another time in Iceland. And I'm also missing my other colleague, Reind, but I'm happy to announce it also myself. And the selection was certainly made together with these colleagues who are writers and really experts in the topic of the essays. I'm myself, as said, the director of the Goethe Institute, which is the German Cultural Institute here in Finland. And I was happy to read a lot, really, really nice texts, contributions to the Baltic Sea, love, said to the waves, to the animals that are there, but are in extinction also, as said already in the posters competition. So really touching texts, also manifests, also poems. So thank you, all of you, to your contributions. And I will announce now the prizes. As I do not have the other members here with me, I will do it all by myself. But as said, with texts from the other two jury members. And I start with the third place, which we already know the winner, as she also was part of the poster competition, which I just learned. So we do really have a talent here. It's Anja Wojcik, and her text was The Humpback Whale Nettie. I quote from the text: "Life surprises us sometimes with things we can't control. It may seem like the end of the world, but you'll see it's not. Those things make us stronger. You just have to keep on swimming and have hope for the best." It is a well thought out picture book script with firm grounding in latest scientific research, casting light on a problem not much discussed in the media: whales getting stuck in fishing nets. The story illustrates, without preaching, how the human race is ultimately responsible for and must face the consequences of the impact we have had on the world. No one else can. Quietly, optimistic, without shying away from the truth. Thank you, Anja Wojcik, and congratulations. We should all open our mics when there is the applause, I think. It then sounds a little bit more.
A good idea.
I now go to the second place. The second place is the text called Come and Go by Sophie Marie Ludwig. And I will also quote: "We are born with a limited but unknown amount of days on our life account. In this way, we resemble the grains of sand at the coast, seemingly endless in number and ending somewhere nevertheless." And our jury comment: "The author uses color, light, smell, and memory to paint a vivid picture in the opening paragraphs. Connecting the theme of the competition to the COVID-19 pandemic feels both natural and current, adding to the sense that everything in some way connected. The lyrical overtones make the reading a pleasure." Congratulations, Sophie Marie Ludwig, for the second place. Okay, and I pass over to the first place, which goes for the text La Mar by Elena Alise. I quote: "We realized once that it's not fair to our sea to wait till it gets warm. If you want the sea to be warm, there are warm seas out there, but you must accept your own sea as it is. And our comment as jury, an immensely touching love letter to the Baltic Sea. The writing feels simultaneously fresh and vibrant, measured and well-reasoned. The essay starts from the author's own experiences and emphasizes the importance of respecting, enjoying, and nurturing the precious environment we are all part of. So congratulations, Elena Alice. Maybe Aline, can you tell us if it would be possible to later on read these texts?
Absolutely. Thank you for putting that. Like, you can read all the text also on the Baltic Sea Youth platform webpage that was shown earlier. So it's youth.eu, and we will put them there in a gallery, and you can also read them on the CBSF website. In the news section, there will be an article published with all the winners, so you can read them there as well. And I would like to mention that the second winner, Sophie Marie Ludwig, she actually would like to join us on stage here, which is great. So welcome, Sophie Marie.
Hello, good evening.
So nice to see you.
I'm completely overwhelmed and I have literally no idea how to react right now because I went into this video call without any kind of expectations. But I'm super thankful that my text appealed so well to the jury and that the message I wanted to convey was able to be conveyed in such a good light. And yeah, it just makes me really, really proud that the text, which is mainly based on my childhood memories and my experiences that I had at the coast and the beaches of the Baltic Sea, had such an impact and was able to outstand in such a tough competition.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I really am. It was really an honor to read it. And I really can encourage everybody to go on our webpage and to read those texts. All of them were really, really well written. We were really impressed by it. And we also, of course, consider that English is not our first language, or at least for many of us, it's not. So it was a surprise to us that there were so many great, or well, some kind of a surprise that there were so many great contributions in English. And it was a joy to read them. And thank you also to the jury for reading them, for grading them, for finding a winner together. It was a tough discussion, but they could decide on the 3 winners. And I'd like to once more mention the winners of this competition. So the first prize is La Mar by Elena Alice. The second one is Come and Go by Sophie Marie Ludwig. We just met, and I hope, yeah, you'll stay active in our region, and great job that you did with this story. And then The Humpback Whale Nettie by Anja Wojcik. As we also learned, she also won the second prize in the poster competition. So thank you very much. It's great to see that there are so many active young people in our region. And as said, please go on our website, read them, and look at the posters as well. And now it's an honor for me to announce the last jury members, and they will announce the last winners of our competition, the project competition. So the jury was compiled by Justina Turek and Henrik Stavitsky, the change pilots from Poland. Then we had Helen Nielsen from Lithuania. She is the head of the Nordic Council of Ministers in Lithuania. And Grzegorz Poznański, the Director General of the Council of the Baltic Sea State Secretariat. You've already met him, and he will also introduce you to the winner of the project competition. Also in this competition, we had many, many great projects, and we were really impressed, and we hope that all of them will become reality, because this would bring our future much, much, much further forward, and would really create a sustainable future for all of us together. So welcome on stage again, Mr. Grzegorz Poznański.
Hello. Yes, I think it works now. Sorry, but well, first of all, let me join Alina to say that we had really fantastic lot of great projects, and allow me to thank now my colleagues in the jury for really fantastic work and very hard work. And this will be not really an empty courtesy to say that all the projects that we were judging were fantastic. And we are really inspired by the hard work that was put, innovation in the projects, and really a lot of effort. And we decided in our jury that we would like to reciprocate with a little bit of work from our side. So we decided that all the 10 finalists, the projects that got into the top 10, soon we'll announce top 3, but all 10 projects that got into this top 10 high listing will receive a feedback for us, a feedback from fantastic colleagues, my colleagues in the jury, who work in the field for many, many years. And I hope that this feedback will help all the projects even further develop and to do even bigger impact in the future. I also think that the feedback from the specialists that we had in our jury would be very important for all the young people. I know that some of people were stationary, some were a little bit on the way, but let me now turn to my colleagues, and maybe I would like to ask Helen to tell us who took the 3rd place. No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Now you can hear me.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody, and hi from Vilnius. Yes, indeed, we would like to talk to all 10 of you, but of course also for us to learn from you, because you really inspired us with your project ideas. But in very short, the 3rd place will, so to say, I think make an effort towards the identity of our region and also allow us to travel in a sustainable way and encourage us also to do that and make it happen. So for the 3rd place, it's the project My Mare Balticum, and it's Simon Lightfoot from Finland is the winner.
Okay, and now if I could move to Henrik and Justyna, our fantastic colleagues from Poland, who would reveal who got the 2nd place.
Thank you. It's actually a pleasure to announce the 2nd winner. I will introduce very briefly the project and straight announcing it's the project from Denis Akhmaikin and Anastasia Dmitrieva, and the project is called Baltic Sea SDGs Studies, and it was created actually in a cooperation from different countries, because those two authors come from Latvia and Estonia, and the concept is very simple, but using existing elements. There are courses or education programs on SDGs, on sustainable-based university courses, and especially those on SDGs that could be used by those who are not yet in a universities but looking for a good university to go to. And this platform opens this university courses in other Baltic regions to everyone in the region. So it's connecting two different people that were not very connected before but the pandemics, but now thanks to pandemics, it's using the online platform to connect them. That's the simple explanation what it is, but what's the most important is that it equals the understanding of SDGs in a region, but also allows to present it from different countries' perspectives. So it's opening a new conversation and a new connection. But I would leave the space to Justina to tell a little bit more on the value.
Thank you, Henrik. Hello to everyone. I would just add to this one what Henrik was mentioning, that it was based on a really strong research. So it was easy for us, for JERI members, to actually get inside it and understand the feelings and the needs of the people. So the research was really well prepared. And what we really like it is it was all about exchanging and sharing the knowledge, as Henrik was just saying, that it's really kind of caught our attention, that we're going to have equal knowledge and we are really getting into the SDGs topics really deeply together. So that's from my side, and congratulations. And now, Grzegorz, tell us who's the winner of this part. Thank you.
Let's just applaud the second place first.
Applause.
It was really great project, like all the others that we were judging. Now, it's a real pleasure for me to say that the first place is the project that really haunted us. First of all, with the maturity and how professionally it was prepared, how also close to implementation it is. That was very important for us, that wouldn't be just a fantastic project, but it would be also ready to implement. This is the project that really joins the sustainability with the building of community focusing on sustainable life, sustainable lifestyle, and also circular economy, because it is using, at the heart is using the used clothes and making this economy, circular economy, grow and create the community based on the sustainability values. So without a further prolonging who that was, they probably already know about it, but this is Fenia Neumann from Germany with her project Bonanza, which we certainly hope that will be really much more present all around the Baltic Sea region and not only in her home country, Germany. Let me join in applauding. Fania Neumann from Germany with her project Bonanza.
Applause for circular economy.
Congratulations. So back to Alina, I guess.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I got the information that actually our third winner, Simon, would like to join us, or Simon, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, probably Simon Lightfoot from Finland, would like to join us on stage with his project My Mare Balticum. So I would like to welcome him on stage. And would, of course,
everyone, and thank you very much. I would like to start off by thanking the German Federal Office and the Council of the Baltic Sea States, and of course the Baltic Sea Youth Platform. I'm very excited because I've never won any competition, but I would still like to say a few words. I think all of these project ideas are great, and I would also like to thank all the co-participants of this competition. And I'm really looking forward to the sustainable energy future, and also, of course, protecting the fragile biodiversity of our Baltic Sea.
Thank you so much for joining us, Simon. It's really great to see who is behind these projects, because of course we have not seen you before. And it's really, really nice also that you had a few words, and we would really, really like to support you as well in implementing it into a sustainable future for our Baltic Sea. So thank you very much. And as you know, you just say that once more, you have won 200 euros for Writers for Sustainable projects in our region. But of course, this is not everything. As said also by our jury members, the support in implementing those projects is really, very important. And that is what actually then also will create the sustainability of this competition. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I hope you enjoy the award ceremony, and I hope you will do something great with your prize as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sure. And I also got the information actually, and I'm glad to hear that also our winners. So Svenja Neumann wants to join us here. So we would look forward to hear more about Bonanza as well. And a few words from Svenja.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for welcoming me. Actually, I just cried a lot. So thank you for supporting this project that's really close to my heart. And I've been thinking for over 2 years now about starting an association for a sharing community for used clothes. And I've been sort of waiting for the right moment, and now I've been waiting for a sign, and this competition, I think, was very much of a sign to put this into reality. And I'm very, very committed now, especially to put this into reality, and also to make this public and keep you all as a part of the development and evolvement of Bonanza. And yeah, I will also use this competition to start further crowdfunding to actually start the Bonanza Association next year. And with the pandemic, see how it evolves during the year, and keep this all in mind. And I'm very, very excited that this is all happening. And thank you so much also for hosting this event under these very special and challenging circumstances. So thank you, everybody.
Alina, if I may use this opportunity, once again, congratulations to Fenia. I think that maybe now you will change the name of your project into the Baltic Bonanza. That would sound even better for the Council of the Baltic Sea States. Seriously now, as I mentioned, the projects were so good, so interesting, so inspiring that we will sit not only with our fantastic colleagues from Regional Identity Team who worked on this competition, but also with our colleagues on working on Sustainable and Prosperous Region team. And we will pick definitely some of the projects to be presented to our expert groups in the CBSS. So hopefully with a little bit of guidance or feedback from the jury, and probably with some more possibilities of networking with our expert group members, those projects will be developed, because as I said, and I have to underline it, they were all really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you both, Fenia and Grzegorz. It's so great. And yeah, we've heard that before, that there is really strong support for the project, and we were so happy to hear it. And yeah, we hope to see them all being implemented soon. I can tell you there were also a few that we will, of course, follow up on here in the Regional Identity Unit, as Grzegorz said, and others can be followed up by several of our colleagues. We have many colleagues here in the Secretariat who will be able to support you. So that is really, really great. And I'm looking forward to see it. Thank you so much. And thank you to the winners for joining us on stage. As I said before, it's really, really special to see your faces. And it's so great to see that you are so engaged. And yeah, that just makes it all worthwhile. And I think I can speak for all of our colleagues who are sitting here tonight. Like, we've worked really hard on this competition, and to see the results and to see that it makes people happy, and also to see that this is actually maybe the starting point of implementing such great projects is the best we could achieve. Of course, the same goes for the posters as well. We will exhibit them, and we will of course follow up on all the artists and see how they will develop, how their career is going to develop, and if there's anything we can support you with here in the CBSS. And the same goes for the essays. There were many essays, and we would like to gather them. And I can also announce now already that we will print a brochure with the contributions from this competition. It will be distributed. It will also be distributed to those who did not win today. And also you will most likely find your work in this brochure as well. So, because we really, really enjoyed reading, seeing, and also, yeah, reading again your project, your posters, and the essays. They were just amazing. And I want to mention once more the prizes, because I think it was not yet mentioned. So the first prize for the poster is a Wacom Syncly drawing board. Then we will give a Fairphone 3 Plus to the winner of the essay competition, and the €600 voucher to the winner of the project competition. All second winners will win €300 to spend on sustainable products from and in our region. And the third prize is a €200 voucher for the same companies, and they can pick freely. So all the winners who were now announced, if you made it on stage or not, you will get an email soon, and you can pick your prizes, and we are looking forward to hearing from you. And then later on, as said, we're gonna print a brochure with all the contributions. And now, and of course you'll get a certificate as well, that's for sure, yeah. And yeah, you will be mentioned on our websites, get some PR here. So I think that was really worth it for all of you, and I hope you think the same. And I had some information from one of our jury members, Arunas, who wanted to say something more. So I would ask Arunas back on stage. If you would like to speak once more, please feel free.
Yes, just a short message. And of course, it's very emotional evening to all of us. And I apologize if this sounds unexpected or a little bit out of the box, but I just had an idea that to encourage the winners of the poster competition even more, I'm offering to include the 3 posters in the collections, the graphic design collections of our museum. So if this idea is acceptable to you, I'm ready to do this.
Oh, wow, that is amazing. So that's so great. I want to mention once more, that would be Guste Maginwaite with her poster, Kreta Racevichuite and Anja Wojcik. So you will be included. I'd say, if you agree, of course, in the graphic design part of the Lithuanian National Museum of Arts. That would, yeah, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, Arunas. That's a great offer. And I think I'm speaking on behalf of the 3 winners, that this is really, really amazing and unexpected to us as well. And we are really looking forward. And this is also another part of creating a sustainable future.
Thank you, Eileen, for accepting this. I hope it's not against the regulations of the competition.
I don't think so, no. Looking at my colleagues, I cannot hear anybody opposing. I don't hear Czech opposing either. So I think from our side, this is totally fine. Yeah, thank you so much. That's so great, honestly. And yeah, anybody else would still like to say something? Because otherwise I'll just once more read out the names of all the winners, let you know once more who won the prizes, and then we'll move on to a more Christmassy mood of this event tonight. So once more, the poster competition was won by Guste Maginwaite. then okay, you can also see them here. So we have, it is all also on our social media. You can follow the CPSS as well as the BSYP, and you will see it there. So the winners were Guste Meginuete for the first place of the poster competition, then Greta Racevic and Anja Vujicic. Congratulations to all of you. And it's been great, as said, and you will also have the chance to be part of the Lithuanian National Museum of Art graphic design part. That's amazing. I have no words for it. And then we have the second competition, our essay competition. It was won by Elena Aliste. The second place was won by Sophie Marie Ludwig, who we met. And thank you for joining us on stage. And the third one goes to Anja Vujicic once more. Congratulations. And then we have the project competition. The first place goes to Bonanza by Svenja Neumann. The second place goes to the SDGs VSR2 by Denis Akhmaikin and Anastasia Dimitrieva. And the third place goes to Simon Lightfoot with his project My Mare Balticum. So the winner we also just met from Finland, as well as Svenja. As said, thank you so much for joining us and congratulations to everyone. And of course, if you haven't been mentioned now, if you didn't win one of our 3 prizes, and as said, it's been a tough competition, and I have read all the essays, all the projects, and also seen all the posters, and I can say there was none where we were disappointed or thought, oh my goodness, what is this? We were really impressed by each and every one of them. And yeah, it was really special to host this competition, and we would like to encourage you to stay active in our region and to really build on a sustainable future for all of us. And as said before, now we gotta end this event slowly, sadly. I've already given a little bit of the theme of the evening here with the Christmas tree, the secretariat, but now we will listen to some really special music, and it's played live. The music comes from the Estonian Tardu Kartau and Kivit, and I welcome you both on stage. I can already see you, and I hope everybody enjoys this guitar duo now on this Saturday evening here in the Baltic Sea region. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings, everybody. Is the audio coming through? Yes, all right. So greetings from Tallinn, Estonia. As she said, we are guitar duo Sulo Kivit and Siim Kartau. Good evening. And well, it's for us, it's a first also. We've never played a concert over Zoom before, so it's kind of strange. Have to admit that. But there is always first for everything, I suppose. And since Christmas is nearing, then we are going into a bit of a Christmassy mood with our music. It's not all Christmas music, and I'm gonna say sorry in advance because we're not gonna play Last Christmas by Wham or Mariah Carey, but we're gonna play some other Christmas tunes. So I hope you enjoy. And there's gonna be a little easing in with jazz classic first. It's a song called Polka Dots and Moonbeams that most of you probably have at least heard. And I suppose a lot of you already know this song from before. So without further ado, Polka Dots and Moonbeams. Thank you, everybody. So that was the first piece. It's kind of strange to play when there is no audience clapping. I guess it's the same with everybody who has. Oh, thank you very much. During these strange COVID times, everybody knows that a lot of musicians have been doing this live stream concerts. Well, this is kind of a live stream concert, but with Zoom, there is some technical restrictions, because when we were setting up for this whole concert tonight, then we tried to make it quality-wise, obviously, as good as possible. As you can see, we have separate microphones here and everything. But unfortunately, over Zoom, it doesn't really work as it normally does when you do like a Facebook live stream, for instance, because over there, the internet or the data traffic is only one direction. It's, you know, from the player to the person who's listening. But on Zoom, it still goes two ways, since, you know, I can see your cameras and everything. Then that kind of restricts the quality. So unfortunately, the sound is in mono. So although we have two mics, it sounds like it's one mic, but it's the best we can do in these circumstances. And I hope that still everything comes through as intended, and you can still enjoy the music as much as we do over here in this room. So we're going to continue, actually not with a Christmas piece. It's we're going to go back in time a little bit. It's a Spanish composer called Isaac Albéniz, who's written a tango about 120, 30 years ago. It's a very well-known tango, and although it's not a Christmas piece, then it's still a very, it's not a typical tango. It's a very mellow and relaxed kind of tango, and the melody is really beautiful, so we wanted to share that tango with you all. So here it comes, tango by Isaac Albéniz. Thank you. And now, as we said before, oh, nice, thanks very much. As said before, we're going to play some Christmas music also. This is going to be the last piece by us. So thanks for inviting us to your award ceremony. I hope you all had a as good as it can be in these circumstances. And from us to every one of you, have a very nice Christmas time, and let's hope that this whole weirdness will be over soon. But to finish off the concert, here's a piece called Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I suppose everybody knows it. So at home, if you know the lyrics, you can sing along. So feel free to do that.
you.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the little musical interlude, and we'll let you get back to the ceremony. Have a good night.
Thank you, Surtan and Aita.
Thank you very much. Aita.
Thank you so much. I think that was really a perfect ending of this award ceremony. It's so nice to end with some live music, and I think the quality was really, really good. I hope you all agree with me on that. It's been super nice to listen to it, and now getting into this Christmas mood. We are here at the Secretariat already in a kind of Christmas mood.
Yeah.
And now this leaves me only with saying goodbye to all of you. Thank you for listening in today, for preparing all the entries for the competition. As said many times, they were amazing. We were really, really, really stunned by everything you've done. And we are so glad that so many young people in our region are active, thinking about this region, thinking about the future, and want to create a sustainable future together. This will also be the topic of the CBSS for a longer time, and of course we want to encourage you to take part in events of the Baltic Sea Youth Platform, but also organized by all other units here in the CBSS Secretariat. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, check out our webpage. There is so much on it, and you will see that this region has a lot to offer, and this region really needs you to be active and to be engaged. So thank you for listening in today. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we hope to see you in many other events as well. We would like to encourage you to really build on this competition and to take part in those competitions that will be organized in the future as well. I think we really enjoyed this format, and we will see if we can do something similar, maybe even a little bit broader in the future. Maybe something that is also not organized just due to a pandemic, but actually planned for a really long time, because we really, really had to replan everything in a short time. And I think it worked out so perfectly. So thank you so much to my awesome colleagues for organizing it. Thank you for the CBSS Secretariat in general for making it possible to organize it. Thank you to the Federal Foreign Office of Germany for funding this possibility. Yeah, thank you all for joining and for really making this an active and great competition and a great award ceremony. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really, really beautiful, and thank you all the jury members especially for taking the time and going through all the submissions and then deciding for winners. I think we found some 9 really, really great winners, and congratulations once more to everyone who won a prize tonight, and those who didn't, don't be sad. There will be other opportunities, and this region, as said, has many opportunities for all of you, and you will win a prize, or you will be part of a sustainable future of this region one way or the other. So thank you all for joining, and I hope you have a nice holiday season, a really nice evening still, and see you all around the Baltic Sea. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.